Welcome back, trainers, and today we're going to be taking a look at Vikavolt in the Summer Cup, and we're going to be pairing it up with Trevenant as well as Vigoroth. And as you can see, this is my first battle. We just had a straight up bad lead. You're going to see we're going to have consistently bad leads, but this team keeps pulling the wins thanks to Trevenant and Vigoroth putting in that work. But Vikavolt, later down the line, will be picking up steam. It's not its fault in the beginning. We're just constantly being hard counted in the beginning, forcing it to swap and be put in a potentially bad situation here. But using it, I'm going to have to say straight off here, before we get deep into this video, it is very squishy. It cannot really take a hit, but it does have some interesting plays, and you're going to be seeing it actually sweeping up if put in the right position with the right Pokemon to go up against here. So Vikavolt, let's go. We're going to be going with Spark, X-Scissor, and Discharge here, and it does hit like a truck, that is for sure. Alright, so let's get into the commentary. If you do enjoy my videos, give it a thumbs up. We got a nice classic 30-minute video. You already know what that means. Tons of wins. We're going to be going on a win streak here, and, well, let's just see what we have going on. And like I said, if you do enjoy my videos, I really do appreciate it if you can hit that like button. It really does help me out quite a bit. So up against the Superior here, I do believe they're going for that Aerial Ace. I don't know, maybe... I don't know, maybe they wanted to potentially, they thought I was going to do more and they could farm me down and they needed energy for the next Pokemon, but nonetheless, we take that win with Vigoroth. Now, I'm also going to be showing you a nice little trick here, and after a few battles, we're going to swap the Pokemon and you're going to see how the leads are going to dramatically change depending upon what you do have in the middle. It's not necessarily apparently quoted from Niantic, the Pokemon's type, but from the moves that they do have in comparison to their team. So you'll see that. You don't even need to swap out your whole team or anything like that. Just rearrange them in a specific order. But we'll take a look at that here in just a moment. Going up against a Tropius. Now, as you can see, we are taking a lot of damage from the Tropius' flying type moves, despite being electric. That's just simply because we are part bug and we're squishy. That's just the way it goes. Alright, so they're going to be bringing in their own Vigoroth. We do have quite a bit of energy built up here, going for our first Body Slam. They're letting it go, still holding on to 2 shields as we get to our next Body Slam spam. Let's go, expecting them to shield this one up, exactly. Swapping into the Trevenant to catch the Body Slam. Doesn't matter if it's a Bulldoze. It obviously was going to be a Body Slam, right? But we do resist that as well. Now they're bringing in their last Pokemon, which is going to be a Cradily. So let's see what we can do. Going to go straight for the Shadow Ball, landing it. That is fantastic here. Now, if we did go for the Seed Bomb, it is still going to be doing a decent amount of damage because they are part grass. As much as I love Cradily, unfortunately, the typing leaves it dead in the water in a lot of situations. Alright, so we're just going to go straight for the Seed Bomb here. Up against that Vigoroth. No, I mean, what are going to go? Shadow Ball? Up against the normal. Going for another Seed Bomb, and this is a wrap here. It's been a wrap, and good game. Moving on to our next opponent, leading with that Vikavolt still, and we're met with a Darumaka, which is going to be super effective to us because of the bug. 1 Incinerate, 2 Incinerates bring us down to half health. They landed 3. If we can swap, then that damage will not register. But we're staying here until the bitter end, unfortunately, while getting the shield. And there you go. Just in a little example as to how squishy it is. I'm not trying to say it's horrible. It actually can pull off some good stuff. But it's definitely going to require some finesse and good positioning. So we let that go, hitting us with an overheat and just devastating us. Vigoroth holding on for dear life and still going strong. They bring in a Politoed Shadow. We swap into our Trevenant. We get to the Seed Bomb before they get to any sort of charge move here. Let's see if they want to shield it up or let it go, and they're shielding it up. I think at this point what we want to do, if we fall for a bait, that's going to suck if we do that. Alright, we shield up a Blizzard, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to go ahead and farm them down. Unfortunately, they're going to be getting to another Weather Ball, but that's okay. It is resisted, but hey, more health would have been nice, but at least we're able to farm them down here, and we're going to instantly go for the Seed Bomb to take out that Mad Cargo because I'm not playing any games, and or Mad Cargo, Darumaka. Okay, they got a Meganium in the back. Fantastic. Going straight for the Shadow Ball. And then we're going to swap into the Vigoroth, go for the Body Slam, and do a little bit of a combo breaker. Now, as I am recording this, and I do stop it to kind of catch my breath or just make sure the audio sounds good, I am so happy with the way it sounds in comparison to where I was. It was just so horrible. It sounded like I was in some sort of warehouse. It makes a massive difference having the studio foam. You know, those little foam things would have bumps in them for this sound. It makes a massive difference. Anyways, let's see what's going on here. I mean, look at the leads. I can't get a break. I couldn't catch a break, and I wasn't even getting mad because we kept winning. I'm going to show you up until our loss, and then there's only one loss in this entire video because this team just did that freaking well. All right, they're swapping, and we're seeing a similar team here. Quite interesting all of a sudden. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Trevenant here to just absorb whatever they do throw, even though a Frenzy Plant is still doing a devastating amount of damage. Going for that Shadow Ball here, and it's going to be doing a ton. One more Shadow Claw, we take out that Meganium. Fantastic. They're coming back in here with Mad Cargo. We're getting to the Seed Bomb before they're able to farm us down or get to a charge move. And what is in the back, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, that's not going to KO, and then we take them out. And they have a Wall Rain. Okay, so we have a Vigoroth with health here and some energy already built up. Do you think we're going to be able to take this win? Let's see how much this Body Slam does. Yeah, I think we're going to be looking pretty good here. So just a couple of more counters, and then that Body Slam, and we're going to be good to go here. And there we are. This is going to be enough to close it out. And Vigoroth, I'm telling you, is doing great in the Summer Cup. I'm having a blast here, folks. This Vikavolt, though, is... Yeah, I wanted to use Pachirisu instead. So we're met with a Victory Bell. Let's see what's going on here. So we're a Bug type. And do you see how much Rage's Leaf is still doing? Resist what? Yeah. So they let that go. Interesting. I do believe they let this one go as well. They just let it go down. Okay, they do have a counter for me. It is going to be... Oh, or they're going to just farm me up with their Obstagoon. Now, this is super effective, plus stab, so I think they would want to shield it up, and they do. Great. Okay. Get in their shield. But at this point, they have a ton of energy on that Obstagoon. And with a Cross Chop, that's going to be super effective to our Vigoroth, so we're going to shield it up, and there it is, a Cross Chop. Getting to the Body Slam before they can get to another charge move. Don't think they want to go down with all that energy. And they're shielding it up. Fantastic. Cross Chop is not even going to come close to taking us out, so we're going to go ahead and just let it go, and we're easy going here. We should be able to farm down, or we're swapping into our Trevenant to try to farm and start building up that energy, and they swap into their last Pokemon, which is going to be Tentacruel Shiny. Let's go. Very nice. So that Poison Jab's not going to be effective. Well, it's effective, not super effective because of our Ghost typing. So they hit us with an Acid Spray. Okay, lowering our defense. Sounds good. And we're going straight for the Seed Bomb up against this Obstagoon, which has no health left. And we take the win with the Trevenant. I do believe this is our first set here. Now, when it was over, I was telling myself, was that a 5-0? And I was just laughing. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't, like, all those leads were horrible. Horrible leads, and we still pulled it off. Now, there's a difference between hard counter lead and then swap. If you get hard countered in the front and then hard countered in the middle, more than likely you're not going to be coming back. Next battle, we're met with a Ferrothorn, and we will be swapping around these Pokemon. We still do have the Trevenant in the middle. We haven't rearranged anything, and I will be putting it on screen so you do know when it does take place, so you can see exactly the type of Pokemon we're going to be seeing in the front, and pay attention to what we do have in the middle as well. Okay, got that Trevenant. All right, so we're up against this thing. I already figured we're going to lose if I didn't shield, and I wasn't going to shield because what I want to do is actually bring in the Trevenant and just farm them down, because we resist, unless they have like a Flash Cannon or something like that, everything. So they're going to be retreating with energy, bringing in a Blaziken, which the counter is going to be resisted. We're going to go ahead and throw Seed Bomb. Unfortunately, they're very brave in letting it go. Could have been a Shadow Ball and KO'd, but they called it, so we're going to go ahead and shield this up. At this point, we want to farm down. Please tell me we can do it, and we do. Fantastic. And we're going to go ahead and go for the Seed Bomb, because I do believe they just bring in, what was that, Lickitung? No, a Licking Pokemon, which is going to be Munchlax. So Vigoroth is going to have a Blast here, resisted with the Lick, and then super effective with the counter here. We're just going to keep spamming them. Their Body Slam is going to be doing a decent amount of damage, but it's just not going to come in comparison to that counter damage. It's just eating away and building up energy at a ridiculous rate. Going for another one, and they're getting their last shield up here. Fantastic. Okay. And we're going to let this go. Well, yeah, we got one with shield left. Farming them down and countering down their Ferrothorn and taking the win. Next battle, are we going to see another bad lead? Are you freaking joking? Do you see this? I mean, this is actually good. I mean, how... If the problem is the damage that they're doing with their Incinerate, it's just ridiculous amounts. What I could have done was baited them and then got to another Discharge and then shielded up the first one. But what I plan on doing is what? This is... Talonflame lead is bad for this team, right? So yeah, not looking particularly great. We're going to make sure we do not allow them to sneak in any quick moves, because that's just something we don't want to do here. Obviously shield this up, and maybe, just maybe, we can Body Slam down. Never mind, they go for Brave Burst, swap into their own Vigoroth, and okay, we can bring in our Trevenant to completely and utterly wall this here. So we're getting the last shield, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our Trevenant and have a little fun here. Now we do want to make sure we come out of this with energy, because you know, the Talonflame and whatever else they do have, and it's just taking advantage of the situation of being up against this normal type that doesn't have anything to hit you with Body Slam, Bulldoze, and Counter. Although the Bulldoze actually does a decent amount. Take a look at this here. So kind of ridiculous. It doesn't even get stabbed. It's still doing that much while we're Grass type. All right, now I throw this Seed Bomb here because I do not want them to hit me with another Bulldoze and take me out, which would have been completely just embarrassing. So we retreat with energy on our Trevenant, bringing in the Vigoroth here to get off this Body Slam, plus do some counters. It's getting really close. We bring in our Trevenant again, our last Pokemon, hitting the Seed Bomb before they can do anything here, taking them out, and farming down the Talonflame and surviving with 1 HP. That was a very close battle. Next one, we're met with a, finally folks, a good lead. Are you kidding me? Like a solid one. Politoed. And they swap into their Wormadam trash, and I bring in Vigoroth. I think, oh, maybe Trevenant would have been a little bit better. Oh, this is still decent, right? Yeah, no problem. Going for Body Slam. We're getting a shield after building up to Bulldoze to make them think that's what we're going for, which is great. Getting a shield out of them, that's fantastic. We're going to also shield up. So now we've used 2 shields at this point. Let's see what's going to happen. Go over or Body Slam. Let's see if they want to use 2 as well. They let it go, and we should be able to counter down. Thank goodness. That would have been horrible and probably a loss if we didn't. Bringing in Politoed, and we're going to start spamming them with the Body Slam. Can we get to another one here? Oh man, of course we can. We got 2 built up. They don't even have enough energy to hit anything, and they're shielding it up. We're swapping right into our Vikavolt, going for the discharge. Now we got a bit of a combo breaker, and we got a little sweep. Not quite. They're probably laughing like, heh. Nah, you're not going to beat me with that thing right now. So we're hitting a discharge, still doing a ton of damage. But we still have a whole Trevenant in the back. Let's go. They're not going to be able to get to 2 Rock Slides. That's not going to happen. First Rock Slide doing a lot. And we're Shadow Clawing down and taking the win. Alright, so as you can see, Vikavolt is putting in the work. It's actually pretty good, leading with it again. And we haven't swapped the team yet. Again, I would let you know. You'll see it on screen. So we've got that Trevenant in the middle with that electric resistance. They're going to be bringing in a Diggersby here. We're going to be building up a little bit of extra energy for whatever reasons. And then swapping into our Vigoroth after letting them farm all the way up to Earthquake and then just letting the Earthquake go here. Let's see how this is going to work out, going for our Body Slam. They're letting it go. Now at this point, a Fire Punch will KO. I'm pretty sure if it doesn't, it's going to be a couple more quick moves. All right, so we're shielding it up. Unfortunately, letting that Earthquake go the first time around. Can we take this win here? They're getting to another freaking Fire Punch. So we're going to let it go because I cannot use both my shields right now. And they're going to be taking that win. Still haven't used a shield. So we bring in Vikavolt. Farm them down. Let's see what we can do with this thing here. And they're bringing in... What was that? What did... Oh, Galvantula. Okay, so we go for the first discharge. They shield it up. Sounds good. Now we are electric, so we do resist their electric moves as well. But it doesn't really matter. This thing doesn't have any resistances. The only thing that I can technically say that you could feel that resistant is going to be maybe fighting. At that point, maybe. Okay, other than that, not really anything because it's just so squishy. So we bring in the Trevenant, and we got a Vigoroth. Folks, let's have a little fun here. You already know. So again, we're going to have to come out of here with energy, but then again, it's going to start hitting me with those Bulldozes, and it's doing a decent amount of damage here. And we're definitely not going to be farming them down with Shadow Claw anytime soon. So there it is, that Bulldoze. One more, and we're out of here. Yeah, so we kind of need to figure the situation out. Can we Shadow Claw them out? Oh my goodness. Is a Body Slam going to KO us? We got... damn it. Man. So that's our first loss. So we're going to put Vikavolt in the middle. Let's see what we're going to see now with Trevenant in the lead and then Vigoroth in the back. All right. Think of the Vikavolt's moves. What do we got? Electric, a water in the front. Pretty cool, huh? Isn't that interesting how that works? Let's have a little fun here. So we're going to go for that Seed Bomb. Essentially super effective to a cool fish, right? Because it's so squishy. And we're definitely going to be shielding this up, calling a Sludge Wave, which would have been devastating. And they're going to be swapping into a Munchlax. We're going to be farming up a good amount. And what I want to do here is let them hit me with their Body Slam. Beautiful, not very effective. Now we can go ahead and bring in our Vigoroth so it doesn't have to take double Body Slams. And getting to our own Body Slam while doing super effective with that counter. I do recommend Vigoroth, folks, okay? Just a little bit. Just a little bit for this Summer Cup here. Definitely pretty good. Can we counter down? Oh, that was absolutely amazing. So we're going to go ahead and go for the body slam and just, you know, spam them up with that Vigoroth body slam. And it is going to be that Quillfish. We're farming them down, and I don't think we get to see the back. Okay, yeah, we do see it, but they back out. And it was going to be a victory bell. Very nice. Let's keep it moving. What are we going to see in the lead with that Trevenant? And what do we got in the middle? Another electric, or not another, but an electric, and we're seeing something weak to it. A flyer? It's so crazy, right? It's just a mystery. And they have swapped into a Talonflame. As I do bring in my Vikavolt, they let it go, and we take them out. Are you kidding me? And we get to an X-Scissor. They don't want to go down, so let's see if they shield it up. And we get a shield. All right, we were looking horrible, but now I think we could potentially pull this off, bring it in the Vigoroth. This is going to be pretty interesting. I love these kind of challenges, so let's see what we can do. Unfortunately, we're shielding up the Feather Dance, and that's kind of a little devastating using a shield for that. But then again, it's quite the gamble, because then, you know, they can hit you with Brave Bird and it's over for you. So they're getting to another one, and I'm going to have to call it again. I'm going to let this one go, and they hit me with the freaking Brave Bird, and we were at Body Slam. They immediately swap into their Hisuian Electrode, which is giving me an opportunity to win here. All of my moves are not very effective to Pidgeot, but this is still doable because nothing is invincible. So we letting that go, and then they come back in here with their Pidgeot, and all they can do is basically farm us down. We get to the Seed Bomb, and we take the win. Are you kidding me? Let's move it along, folks. What are we going to see for the next one? A Zapdos with an electric and a flyer. It's just aligning just perfectly, isn't it? It's crazy. So we swap into our Vikavolt, having a little fun here up against the Zapdos. They call it. I don't know how they call that. Pretty crazy call there. So we're going to let this go. We survive it, and we actually get to a charge move, and they do let this one go as well. And we take the win up against the Zapdos. Very nice, Vikavolt. Then they're going to be coming in here and farming us down with a Jump Love. All right. Yeah, this is not really good. We can hit them with neutral damage with the Shadow Ball, but we got to look out for that Acrobatics, which is not going to be taking long to get to, and it is a very hard-hitting move. And Stab, so we're not in a great position. Also, the Vigoroth in the back with Body Slam, or, sorry, Counter, which is not very effective. Yeah, kind of in a position here. So we're using our last shield. Let's see if we can get the shield from them, because that's pretty much what we need to do. They call it, which was absolutely crazy. I'm going to have to say, very nice call. Nerves of Steel, bringing in the Vigoroth here. Acrobatics doing about half health. Okay, it's not bad. Now we should be able to farm down with the Trevenant at this point. Let's see what happens. They're swapping with energy. We got to remember that. That Jump Love does have a lot of it. They're bringing in a Galvantula. We get to the Body Slam. Can we get to another one? We do. This is absolutely amazing. As a matter of fact, I think the Vigoroth is going to be just spamming Counter. And we take the win. Crazy Monkey for the win. Let's go, folks. Next battle. What are we going to see with that Vikavolt in the middle? Okay. Bug. Grass. Let's go. And they're swapping into a Talonflame, which is this team's biggest weakness. But that's not going to stop us. That doesn't mean anything. Let's see if we can still pull this one off. And what do we want to do? Shield this first one up? Yes, we want to shield this one up because we still are able to get to a Shadow Ball. Now, what we want to do here is bait and then retreat. Hold on to the Trevenant for something in the back, swapping into our Vikavolt to do super effective electric. Shielding this up. Let's see what it can do. We're going to be taking so much damage, but we stop them before their damage actually connects with the Incinerate. Did you like that? But we're not taking them out. And then we do. Thank goodness. So we're able to survive that. They got the Pidgeot in the back. We get to the discharge. This thing is actually going to be able to sweep up here. Oh, unfortunately it is. It's still swept up very nicely towards the end there. And they have a Superior, folks. Okay, well, what's going to happen here? What we need to do is, there's no more shields we need to catch. Oh, you like that? Oh, I already know. Let's keep it going here. And taking a frenzy plan, we needed to do that. I think we could have maybe pulled it off, but it was just a fun, clean catch. Just to do it and taking the win. Easy money, folks. Let's keep it moving here. What are we going to see? A Poliwrath? I'll take it with that Trevenant. We got the electric in the middle with that water in the front. You already know what it is. They swap into their Pelipper, and we bring in our Vikavolt. Now, what we want to do here is just farm them down to Funky Town. As much as I wanted to... Yeah, actually, let's go ahead and get off that X-Scissor. Let's go ahead and get a shield out of them. Yep, we're doing that. Beautiful. And I will be shielding this up and farming down, because if I was able to be presented with an opportunity to potentially do some crazy sweeps with it, seeing that we have another water type, let's go ahead and do it. Unfortunately, they have a Diggersby, but this doesn't mean doom and gloom for the team. As a matter of fact, this is all just looking just too perfect. What we're going to do is a bunch of damage with the X-Scissor. I could have swapped into the Vigoroth. I could have, but let's just go ahead and just stay here and have a little fun with it. But what's going to happen is we'll bring in Vigoroth. They're going to be farming us up. They're going to hit me with a Fire Punch in a minute because they don't want to get farmed all the way down with X-Scissor. And then they're going to swap. We'll bring in the Trevenant, and it's pretty much a wrap, folks. Yeah, even though they have one shield, it doesn't really matter. There goes that Earthquake. We're expecting that swap into the Poliwrath. Now, if they have Ice Punch, this could be proven to be a little bit of a difficult uphill battle, but they don't. They have Dynamic Punch and they have Scold, which Scold is actually still doing a lot. Check a look at that. What the heck is going on? Half health. It's resisted, but what's going on? So as much as I wanted to farm down, they're getting to another one. I got a little greedy here, but that's okay. We do survive, and it doesn't really matter. And they back out. We take the win, and we keep moving here. All right, folks, I was able to pull an insane amount of wins with this team despite having bad lead after bad lead after bad lead. We had a couple, some decent good ones there. That's for sure, but we still pulled it around with literally all bad leads for that first set. Next battle, what are we going to see here? An Gyarados leading with Vigoroth. So we got the counter to the poison move. You already know what it is. So we're rearranging things. This is not particularly a great matchup for the Trevenant. It's not really a horrible one either. What's really good for a Vikavolt? Like, what's a good lead for that? Well, Pelipper, I suppose, is going to be pretty good. Water, grass, those are pretty much it. I mean, there's several things out there, but even the things that are resists, it's still taking a lot of damage. Like going up against a fighter, it's like, come on, is this resisted or not? So we're going to be going for a body slam with Vigoroth up against the Quillfish. They're shielding it up and retreating into an Abomasnow. Now, I wanted to use Bug Bite. You can go with that, and I actually say give it a shot if you want to. It's probably going to be really good too. But, this one's probably just, the standard that you want to use. Anyways, we're going to be going for another X-Scissor, super effective up against the Abomasnow. They're shielding it up, and I do believe I want to let this go. Yeah, we don't want to, that'll be kind of bad. We're just going to go in here with our Vigoroth and just farm them up and build up that energy for their Quillfish. We're going to build up to the Bulldoze. I think I could have just went with the Body Slam, but why not? Why not a clean-cut victory here and just end it with a Bulldoze with the Vigoroth? Let's go. This team's amazing, folks. Give it a shot. And kind of order it in the way I do as well. I don't know. See what happens. Next battle, let's see. We got the Trevenant in the middle with that grass, pulling up that Swampert. Okay, sounds good. And then they swap into an Alolan Marowak here, which does have Hex, which is resisted by our normal typing, which is great. Instead of Fire Spin, we go for the Bulldoze and let that go, probably because they know that they can take those counters plus another Body Slam. But at this point, Body Slam actually does a decent amount of damage, and they're going to be going for the Bone Club. That's all they can really do, unless they had Fire Blast or something like that, because, well, normal resist Ghost. So we're just going to be building up extra energy. That's what I'm doing at this point here. I want to come out of this with energy so we can spam whatever they do throw at us. So we're going for the first Body Slam, which is getting a shield, and we're going to have to just use it. They're going to keep hitting us with that Bone Club. Before we know it, we're going to be knocked out. They're bringing back that Swampert here, and I think they're actually... How much health do we have? Do they farm me all the way down? That'd be actually bananas. No. Yeah, no, they do. Or almost. Almost. Not quite. Looks like they're really trying, or just building up extra energy so they're ready to go, just like we were doing exactly. So we're going to let this go. Hopefully it's not a Sludge Wave. Probably is. Yep, Sludge Wave to the face, to the Trevenant, while we're still holding on to 2 shields. They got an Abomasnow in the back. This is getting a little bit interesting here. Going for that Shadow Ball. They're letting it go. Swapping into the Vikavolt. And, well, we're going to be taking a lot of damage from this thing. Just in general. It's not super effective. It's just doing a ton. Plus spammy. All we're going to have to do is just farm it down here. Shield up both of these. And, well, it's going to be doing a little something for us here. Bring it back to Swampert. And why is it lag like this? Right when, you're about to win. Like, what's going on here? Sometimes, how many times I've been in that position and it's lagged like that and lagged. And then all of a sudden they quick move me down. It's like, oh, shoot. Show me that hack. Show me how to exploit that. Next battle, we're met with a Trevenant. So we're going to go ahead and swap because, well, they're grass type. We got the bug on it, but it's just too squishy. Even if they hit us with the Seed Bomb, it's still going to be doing a ridiculous amount of damage. So we swap into our Trevenant. They bring in their Politoed, and this is going to be... I'm going to call a Weather Ball here. That was a little too quick. Yeah, exactly. Can we farm them down? Yes, beautiful. Another Weather Ball actually would have KO'd. So we got a lot of energy here, and we're going to go straight for the Seed Bomb. And, ooh, I think I screw up here. Oh my gosh, that hurt so bad, folks. I had so much energy, and I threw it all away. Oh my gosh, that was so infuriating, but let's keep it going. Let's see what we can do. We're not in a great position here. Going for the X-Scissor up against the Trevenant. They let it go. It does a ton. They bring in a Azumarill and they back out. And we take the win. Are you freaking kidding me? Let's go. All right, next battle. What are we going to see with Vikavolt in the lead? Politoed. Fantastic. Let's go. So hard to get a good lead with this thing. They're swapping into our Vigoroth, and we're going to go ahead and bring in our own Vigoroth. Getting to the body slam right when they do. Shielding this up. Definitely going to be shielding this up. And we want them to kind of do the same. Well, I mean, if they let it go, that's actually fantastic too. So either way, I'm already happy with it. And they're getting to their next body slam. We will be letting this go. Funny enough, you're going to see what happens here. So we survive, and then we get to our body slam. Do they shield this or let it go? Will we win this matchup or lose? And we take them out. They let it go. Let's see what happens here. Bringing in that Politoed to farm up, and that's a lot of farm if you already know. So we got to look out. Going straight for the Vikavolt and going for the X-Scissor to get a shield, and we get this shield. That's absolutely amazing here. So what are we going to do? Shield this up? They hit me with a Blizzard, which is very curious because a Weather Ball would have still done an absolute ton. And I'm sorry. They got a Shadow Staraptor in the back. I'm sorry, Staraptor. We got to take you down. In comes the Politoed, and we have no more shields, so this is obviously going to be KOing us here. We bring in the Trevenant, and it's a GG unless they can get to their Blizzard, which they can't. We take the win with the Seed Bomb without hitting any bubbles. Let's go. And of course, there's more lag at the end. Okay, this game is esport ready. Moving on to our next opponent, folks. What are we going to see? The lead of Vigoroth. Now, look, watch the counters. Not even stab. Resisted. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's crazy cool, right? This thing is just so squishy. So they go for a body slam and then retreat into a Alolan Golem with rollout. Community Day rollout. So that's not going to be doing too much, but it will be. It's like lock-on, essentially, right? So here we go. Make them think. Well, we waited until they threw the wild charge, so now we do just that much more damage, right? We've used a shield, so unfortunately I'm not going to be using another one. And let it go. We've done plenty of damage. They've still got 2 shields, so using 2 shields at this point would have been kind of bad. Hoping I could farm down, but I frick it up, folks, and I actually have to use another shield here. Otherwise, I would have just one-shotted us there. So we've got a lot of energy while they got 2 shields left. They're a little hesitant, so what's going on here? Going to be going for the X-Scissor up against, was that a Swampert? Getting the first shield. Okay. Going for another one here, and guess what? I yet again screw up. I'm supposed to swap here, but I wanted to go for another one and time it differently. So that's what I get. There I go. They've got 1 shield left. We've got Trevenant, but they've also got a Vigoroth. So folks, do you think we're going to be able to pull this one off? Put your bets down right now. We'll kind of already gave it away by saying there's only going to be 1 loss in this freaking 33-minute video. So you already know what it is. Going for another Seed Bomb here. They can't do anything. They can't do a single thing. So what we're going to do, maybe build up a little bit of extra. Not quite. Oh, no, get into 2. Okay. Got the Nerves of Steel here. Going for the first one, taking them out. Immediately hitting this next one to take out the Swampert. And we take the win in a seemingly looked like a match that we were going to potentially lose because of our horrible management of swapping and energy. Next battle, we're met with a Shiftry, which is going to have a massive weakness to bug because it's dark in grass. Let's see if they shield this up or let it go. And they let it go. We devastate them with 1 shot. Are you kidding me? They bring in a Pidgeot. So I'm sure they had this in plan, right? They're like, I'll just bring in my flyer. So let's see if we get a shield. We do. Can we get to the discharge? We get to it. It's actually sweeping. Now, it's not going to be able to get to the 3rd Pokemon. Well, yeah, it does, actually. It does, but it can't do any work. We swap into our Trevenant. It's an Olomola, and they back out immediately. All right, folks, last 2 battles. What are we going to see? Another Swampert. We got the grass in the middle. What do you know? That's just great. We're going to go ahead and swap into that Vigoroth. Hoping they swap, they're going to go ahead and do that. And they have a bunch of energy on that as well that we need to keep in mind. And they're going to be bringing in a Talonflame, the enemy of this team here. All right, so we will be shielding up this first Flame Charge here. I can't remember exactly how this one went. So getting to the body slam, so long as we don't allow them to sneak any Incinerates through, we should be okay. They've used 1 shield. We do not get to our next body slam, unfortunately. Since this is such a threat to our team, we will go ahead and shield it up again and kind of put on the pressure here. And then maybe just spark them down with Vikavolt if we get them low enough here. So let's see what happens. Come on, let's go. No more shields. They swap into their Swampert to get us with a Hydro Cannon. And locking themselves in here sounds good to me. We're going to go ahead and bring in Trevenant. Now, there is the possibility of Sludge Wave, but I do not, it doesn't matter, we're shieldless, so let's see, hitting me with a Hydro Cannon. Okay, so we want to build up a little bit of extra energy so we're ready to go for that next Pokemon, whatever they do throw in here. Well, do the, Yeah, they still got 2. So they got a Galvantula. We get to the Shadow Ball. And this is going to do a lot of damage, if not almost pretty much KO. Yeah, KOing that Galvantula. We bring in our Vikavolt and take out the Talonflame, and it did a little something for that battle. All right, moving on to the next. We're electric, super effective, so it's not the worst situation. Here's the thing: even when you get a good lead with Vikavolt, it's not a good thing for you. That's here. There you go. That's straight up. Unless it's like Gyarados. The toilet bird, I don't know why I was spacing out his name. That's, there's a couple of others, but this thing just can't take a hit, so it's just always in a bad position, even up against the things that is super effective too. All right, so they're going to be bringing in a Pidgeot here, which is fine. That's good. They're shieldless, so that sounds fantastic to me. Getting to another Body Slam, which should almost KO. Come on, Vigoroth, take me there. Yes, good. And they're bringing back that Wall Rain. We may shield this up and just farm them down and see what we can do with whatever's in the back. This Vigoroth is actually extremely good. No mystery here, but for this specific cup, they do have a Wigglytuff. This is the last battle, folks. And we still have a whole Trevenant in the back. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up if you haven't done so yet. Really appreciate you stopping by. Hope you did enjoy this video. It was a blast to make. Vikavolt is pretty good, but it can't even go up against its weaknesses. Thanks for watching and take
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!